The Tennessee River is regarded as one of the most polluted rivers in the world, with plastic ending up in the river degrading into microplastics, causing the river to have nearly 10,000 particles of microplastic per cubic meter. We would like to help organizations like TVA and the Chattanooga Aquarium with combating plastic pollution. We have researched and designed a river cleaning robot to assist with the conservational efforts. Designed to navigate lakes and rivers autonomously in order to recover garbage or filter microplastics from a body of water.
The river cleaning robot will be autonomous. It will do this by using the Multiscan 100's reflector view to know its location. We will accomplish this by setting poles with reflective tape on the borders of the river. The Multiscan will then use its reflector view to know this is the border of the river and to not encroach on this area. The river cleaning robot will then begin to travel in its designated area to start collecting trash. While traveling in its area, the robot will use the Multiscan 100's 3D point cloud that it generates to detect objects, and will then use the Raspberry Pi camera, which will feed an AI algorithm to distinguish the trash the robot can collect. With safety in mind, if the robot were to exit the area it is intended to travel in or encounters any problems, it will alert the operators that it has encountered an issue and an error has occurred.
The river cleaning robot uses an open mouth system in order to collect garbage by running over it. It stays afloat using two pontoons, one located on each side, with a motor as well located in the bottom for steering as well as propulsion. All of its electronics is stored in its hull, a closed cover area where it holds the Raspberry Pi, the LiDAR sensor, the camera sensor, the DC to DC voltage regulators in order to control the voltage within the system, as well as its batteries. All of those electronics are within that cover, protected, so that the robot can operate autonomously within the river. The river cleaning robot will come with a range of filters depending on what the client needs. Its largest filter can pick up 2-liter bottles, Coke cans, water bottles, and its smallest filter can pick up microplastics. The river cleaning robot uses high-vis colors as well as port and starboard lights in order for other people to know where it is on the lake, as well as for other sailors and people on boats to know which way is left and right on the robot. It also uses eco and water-friendly resources in order to make sure no toxic elements are leaked into the water. It also comes completely waterproofed to protect the electrical components as well as to keep them from touching the water. The robot uses two 22-volt batteries wired in parallel to power the system. It then splits 3 ways, one going directly into the LiDAR so it may achieve the range we desire. Another goes directly to a DC to DC voltage converter, which reduces its voltage to 5 volts for the Raspberry Pi. Finally, the third wire goes to another DC to DC voltage converter, which reduces it to 14.8 volts for the motors. The LiDAR and camera sensor will connect directly to the Raspberry Pi, which will control the robot's actions. The Raspberry Pi will then communicate with the motor controller for movement. The motor controller will then send a signal to the ESC module, which controls the speed and direction of the motors, also turning the signal from DC to AC for the motors. Improvements that can be made to the river cleaning robot is that we noticed during prolonged periods of testing, the LiDAR sensor got really hot in an enclosed environment. So a change we'd make is to add radiators as well as a water pump, as well as aluminum cooling blocks to add cooling to cool down the LiDAR, to cool down the batteries, and as well as the Raspberry Pi. We do this by adding the radiator on the side of the pontoon so that it has direct contact with water to cool that way, and then a water pump inside of the pontoon as well will pump that water through the robot, through all of the aluminum bricks, to the other pontoon to the other side, which also has a radiator and a water pump that will then recirculate the cooling liquid.
Potential clients for the river cleaning robot would include environmental agencies such as the Tennessee Valley Authority and nature preservation organizations such as the Tennessee Aquarium. Customers would contract river cleaning robots and their operators to clean a body of water, and the robot would be customized to fit the client's specific needs, such as the size of the filter. Each river cleaning robot would consist of a team with 2 operators, one to monitor the position data and detection of the trash, and another to visibly spot the robot in the water as well as watch for other boats and swimmers.